Hello, my dear students. Today we are starting with another topic of cell biology, that is cell cycle and its regulation. So, if we talk about cell cycle, so what is actually this cell cycle? Cell cycle is nothing but it is a series of events. What it is? It is a series of events that actually take place for cell growth and cell division. So for cell growth, different type of reactions, different type of mechanisms should be there. So for cell divisions, so there are different events which actually take place for cell growth and for cell division, and these events or series of events in a order is known as cell cycle. So you can define it as cell cycle is ordered series of events for cell growth and cell division. Now let's see what are the different series of events. Why I use ordered? Because these events are in a particular order only. The second event cannot happen first, or first event cannot happen second. Okay, got it? So now we will see what are the different phases under this cell cycle. So we know there are actually two phases. The one is interphase. Interphase is also known as preparation phase, in which actually cell prepares for division, and the another phase is mitotic phase. In mitotic phase actually cell divides. So in cell cycle we got two phases, interphase and mitotic phase. The one is interphase, in which cell is actually preparing for the division, and the mitotic phase in which cell actually divides. If we talk about a human body, so there are various cells which divides continuously. There are various cells which never divides, and there are some cells which divides when required. So we got three category. The first category is frequent cell division. So the example of frequent cell division is embryo. During the process of embryogenesis, cells continuously divides to grow this embryo in proper size and then further the complete human body. There are some cells which actually never divides. So why these never divides? Because these got terminally differentiated. What is this terminally differentiated? Differentiated is gaining a particular function. That means cell specialization. Cells actually specialized in particular function is called differentiated. So for example, neurons. In adults, these neuron cells actually differentiated and becomes nerve cells. That means neurons. After this, these cells never divide. Okay. The third category is some cells which divides but very infrequently. So very infrequently, that means you can see whenever is required these cells actually divides, or for example once per year. In a year, these cells actually divides only once. Example is a liver cell. So we got three categories. First is which frequently divides, like embryo cells, which never divides because of its complete differentiations, like nerve cells. And the cells which divides infrequently, for example the liver cells, once per year. Okay, so these are the some categories of cells based on their cell division. Let's again move to the interphase. So what happens in this interphase? The actual cell cycle have different phases or stages, and these all preparatory phase are included under interphase. You can see here we got G1, we got S and G2. This one is nothing but the mitotic phase, which I subdivided into mitosis and cytokinesis. What is cytokinesis? Cytokinesis is division of cell into two daughter cells. Okay, so the mitotic phase further can be subdivided into mitosis and cytokinesis, which we will see in next class. Today we are going to focus only on interphase. So in interphase we got G1, S and G2. So in interphase we got G1 phase, G2 phase and S phase. Let's see one by one. First is G1 phase. So as I have written here, it is a cell growth phase. What it is? It is a cell growth phase. G means gap and 1 means first. So it is the first gap phase, that's why it is known as G1. It is the phase of cellular growth. Now we can see after G1 what is going to happen in S phase. So in S phase, DNA synthesis is happening. So actually what happens in G1? In G1, cell prepares for everything whatever is required for DNA synthesis. Now let's see how. So we can explain this phase like in G1 phase, cell is biochemically very active. Biochemically active means there are different catabolic and anabolic events are happening. That means utilization of energy and synthesis of energy is happening. The cell is completely active at biochemical level. Now why this cell is completely active at biochemical level? So cell is active at biochemical level to synthesize different building blocks of DNA and its proteins. Okay, so as I told you, the everything whatever is required in DNA synthesis will be synthesized in this phase. So whatever are the building blocks of DNA and its associated protein is there, all will be synthesized in cell growth, or you can say the first gap phase. Other than this, for DNA synthesis we also require energy. So from these biochemical reactions, the energy will also be synthesized, because there should be particular sufficient amount of energy should be there to carry out DNA synthesis. So you can say here the sufficient energy synthesized. Okay, So in first gap phase, what happened? It is a cell growth phase in which cell is very much highly biochemically active to perform different catabolic and anabolic reactions. These reactions actually performs to synthesize building blocks of DNA and its protein. Simultaneously, the sufficient energy, whatever is required for next reaction, that is synthesis of DNA. After G1, we got S phase. This S phase is synthesis of DNA, or you can say DNA replication. This one, the synthesis of DNA, or we can say that DNA replication. So what are the things which are happening? The first thing is DNA replication, and whatever for required for DNA replication is already synthesized in first gap phase. It is known as S because of the synthesis phase. Synthesis of what? Synthesis of DNA. So we know we got one centromere and the sister chromatids for single chromosome. When it is duplicated, we got two centromeres with two more sister chromatids, and these sister chromatids actually should remain in this position only. If the sister chromatids moves here and there, actually disorganize the structure. To make this structure compact, there are some proteins known as cohesin. These cohesin proteins are actually synthesized in G1 phase but utilized in S phase to form cohesin loops. Now, what are these cohesin loops? These cohesin loops are nothing but a protein which actually surrounds the sister chromatids to make these sister chromatids actually intact or remain in this position. So other than the synthesis of DNA, after replication, these sister chromatids actually organized with the help of certain cohesin loops. Other than this cohesin loop organization, in the S phase only, the centrosome duplicates. Centrosome is present in animal cell, and it is made up of two centrioles which are arranged on 90 degree. So this actually duplicates to arrange on one pole and another pole. Other than this, in S phase only, the whatever proteins, whatever enzymes required for particular this mitotic spindle formations and everything starts synthesizing. Okay, so whatever is required starts synthesizing, not synthesized, only starts synthesizing. So in S phase we can say the synthesis of DNA, that is DNA replication, is happening. Then the cohesin loop surrounds around the sister chromatids to make its structure organized, and centrosome duplicates, and enzymes proteins required for spindle formation starts synthesizing. Then the next phase is G2 phase. G2 phase. G2 phase is the second gap phase. So G for gap, 2 for second. Here you can say the second gap phase. Again, this phase is the cell growth phase. How it is cell growth phase? So we can see here, after G2, which phase is there? The mitosis and cytokinesis. Like this, Now the cell will prepare for the next phase, that is mitosis. So in this particular phase, whatever is required to perform the mitotic phase will be synthesized. So first thing is mitotic spindles are required. For synthesis of mitotic spindles, cytoskeleton actually plays very important role. So what happens in this phase? The cytoskeleton dismantled. What happened? The cytoskeleton dismantled to form mitotic spindles. Cytoskeleton like microtubules, microfilaments, the intermediate filaments. Okay, so these cytoskeleton dismantle to form mitotic spindles. Then cell size increases. Cell size increases. Okay, for performing mitotic division, and whatever proteins are required for chromosome manipulation and movement will be synthesized. So whatever proteins are required for chromosome manipulation and movement will be synthesized. So what happens in second gap phase? Cell is preparing for next mitotic phase. For this, the cytoskeleton dismantled to form mitotic spindles. Cell size increases, and whatever proteins are required for chromosome manipulation and movement will be synthesized. Now cell is ready to enter into mitotic phase. The maximum time taken by any phase is the G1. The maximum proportion of the phase is G1. Now there are certain checkpoints happens in the cell cycle to check for DNA damage or any type of DNA mutation or any type of deassembled things. These there are different checkpoints that we will be discussing in next class. Okay, so for today this is enough. So what we have seen, the cell cycle. Cell cycle, we got two phases, interphase and mitotic phase. The interphase is the preparation phase, which can be subdivided into G1, S and G2. G1 and G2 are first and second gap phase of cell growth. In G1, cell prepares for S, and in G2, cell prepares for mitotic phase. There are some types of cells we have seen: the cells which frequently divides, which never divides, and which divides once a year. In G1 phase is known as cell growth phase. Cell is biochemically active to form the building blocks of DNA and its protein. Energy, whatever is required for synthesis of DNA and cohesion molecules are synthesized. In S phase, synthesis of DNA or DNA replication happens and sister chromatids organized with cohesion loops. Then centrosomes also duplicates to arrange on to poles. In G2 phase, the cytoskeleton dismantled to form mitotic spindle. Then cell size increases. Proteins are required for chromosomal manipulation or movement will be synthesized. So that's it for today's class. In next class, we will be studying checkpoints of cell cycle.